Thank you, everyone. And also special thanks for the NABU team and Spencer here for helping me out. My name is Michael Masalam from Pillar. And today I would like to talk to you about the challenges to mass adoption in the crypto space. Before I do that, let me give you a little bit of a background on what Pillar is, for those of you who do not know. Pillar, we've been going since 2017, and we started our journey by creating a crypto wallet with various functionalities and services integrated with it. We have added a secure chat based on Signal protocol with it. You've got a mechanism where you can add a contact list and send transactions and messages to your contact list. We have integrated a collectible service. We have integrated fiat on-ramps where you can buy cryptos using your credit card, whether in operating in quite a few countries. And we've integrated around 9 exchanges and exchange aggregators. How this works is slightly unique in that if, say, for instance, I wanted to exchange Pillar with Ethereum, I will make my request, and my request will hit all those exchanges, and they will send me their offers. And their offers, as a user, I might choose them based on the best price, I might use them based on the reputation that they have, or a combination. However, this is not just achieved by us working in a silo, it is an outcome of a collaborative effort. But having this collaborative effort doesn't mean that there still are no challenges in the crypto space for mass adoption. Just looking at the background of this screen, you have things like hash rate, transaction rate, gas price, all sorts of jargons that the average user has to understand to make sense of the crypto space if I'm the average person and the average person is conducive to mass adoption. If, for instance, I take micropayments as a use case in this one, what the crypto payment is going head-to-head against is a contactless card payment, or at worst, a chip and PIN card payment. Now, there are complexities in the card payment arena as well. You have terms like acquirers, terms like issuers, terms like processors and merchants, aggregators, but none of us, most of us in here, do not care and do not know about these things, because as a user, the simplest UX I have, I'll take the card, swipe it, collect my goods and go. If I was trying to do a crypto payment in terms of buying from vendors, say, of the 200 or so vendors that we have in London that accept crypto, what would happen is I'll buy the coffee, I'll be sipping it and asking the guy, has it cleared yet? How about, has it confirmed yet? I could be staying there for 30 seconds or 2 hours. In fact, it happened to some of my colleagues recently when they were trying to film a crypto purchase, and using our wallet from a vendor that accepted crypto. The transaction took 24 hours to settle. So comparing it to the incumbents, the slowness, the throughput that it can handle, crypto payment for transactions for micropayment is not fit for purpose. Then what do? Well, we have to look at solutions, scaling solutions. Layer 2 solutions come to mind. What layer 2 solution means is building on the basic vanilla blockchain, whether it's Bitcoin or Ethereum, and scaling it so that it can handle more transactions per second, and also finality can be achieved very quickly. And with Pillar Payment Network, that is exactly what we've done. We have created a payment channel. We do not record every transaction on the blockchain, but by leveraging the cryptography that we have within the blockchain and the fact that we're using the specific channel implementation, hub and spoke model of implementation, we can do transactions, something like 50,000 transactions per minute. And that actually gives us a transaction clearing time of less than a second. Now, this is the advantage of the layer 2. This would benefit the existing crypto vendors I've mentioned, the 200 or so. How will they benefit? Well, transactions will clear far quicker, and hence I do not have to wait with my coffee asking whether the transaction has cleared. In fact, even vendors that aren't crypto users at the moment will benefit from this. Recently, I was getting lunch with my colleague from a local cafe, and the guy said to me, if you pay by cash and if you have a transaction worth more than £5, I will give you 10% discount. And I asked him why, because he says every month card payments cost me £400 to £500. So now the complexities I mentioned earlier on with the card payments, the processors, the issuers, etc., they all take their cuts. But me as the user, I don't see it, but the merchant is the one that suffers for it. It means there is a friction that the crypto space can help in drawing these guys, but again, as much as we have a fiat on-ramp, we have to create the fiat off-ramp for them. They still probably would not be interested in the crypto aspect, but they wanted to pay a lesser commission than they are doing now. Payment processors, again, there are crypto payment processors, they would benefit from this. It's an obvious one. dApps are the ones that would benefit greatly from this, because again, they are compared directly to the Web 2 services that are around now. A Web 2 service works faster, and I do not pay transaction fee. Whereas when I use a dApp, it is slower, I pay a transaction fee. Just like the payment mechanism, as the average user, I'm being asked to pay for inferior service. Without scaling the existing blockchain, it again, is not going to get mass adoption. The way we have managed to achieve this is, initially our wallet was a key-based wallet. Now we have enhanced it by creating a smart wallet where the account is backed by a smart contract. This gives us the flexibility of adding multiple private keys. In fact, I can have multiple keys, one on my laptop, one on my phone, then I can use for recovery purposes as well. If I lose my phone, I can use my laptop to recover my key. What else can I do? With this multi-key scenario, it gives me the opportunity to have one key for micropayments, and I can set, say, a transaction limit of £30, and the other one would be for anything for more than £30. This is kind of similar to something we know, the chip and pin and the contactless relationships, the £30. So we can mimic that and create that functionality, because with the one with the £30, I would not need a secondary authentication. But if anything goes over £30, I would either need to give my fingerprint, my facial recognition, or the PIN code. And we have got a little nugget in there as well, a multi-asset payment. Basically what we call a synthetic transaction implementation. How it works is, if, for instance, a vendor takes Bitcoin, and I only have Ethereum in my wallet, by using the multi-asset payment, I can just use with my Ethereum, and the right amount of Bitcoin is deducted and given to the payment. Now the trick is, by using our PPN, if we apply this to the fiat, the stuff I talked about, attracting vendors that are suffering from the percentage that they're paying, we can address that issue for them. The ecosystem is not just going to be fixed by one party, by one entrant like Pillar. It is a result of collaborations. In the exchange, we collaborate with quite a lot of teams. With the payment network, again, to even build it, we had to collaborate with many other teams. And fiat off-ramp, on-ramp, the same thing. That with decentralized finance, we're adding quite a bit of those, an aggregator as well as a decentralized finance player in there. An interesting one that we're working with is identity provision. By providing an identity within the wallet, we are trying to cater for KYC solutions. What that will help us with is, it goes hand in hand with the payment infrastructure. And couple that with a decentralized storage, my identity that I will use within the wallet will be stored in a decentralized mechanism. In fact, not only my identity, as you can see in the background, everything I use on the screen, every service I use, and the more I use, I generate data. Just draw the analogy, when I go to the Facebook website, I do generate data, but only one company uses that data because they store it and they monetize it. But in this case, all the data I generate will be stored in my own private data storage. I use the key, I decide who can access it, I decide when to revoke it, why I give the access to. So I will be in control of my data while using all these services. If you guys haven't downloaded our wallet, or if you're interested, you can download our wallet, just get the QR code. And if you have downloaded it, my handle is Michael. Please connect with me. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer. Or otherwise, my team are with me here from the marketing, from the technology side. So we're more than happy to engage and discuss. Thank you very much for your time, everyone.